Hello and welcome to Chilly Bee Gaming. I'm Evie, this is Eddie, that's Lemon Pest in the background on the right, and today we're back with some more Starfield. And last time we came to Londinian and we got the samples, and we now need to go and speak to Vey Victus. So let's get into it. Zoop. Aha, yes, there it is. Old Londinian. Shame. Okay. Okay, here we are. Hello. Can I go in? Thank you very much. Yeah, okay. Let's see what the old swine has to say. Come on. Alright, dude. Hello?
Well, what a pleasant surprise.
Oh, really?
When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinian of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
I know your secrets, Francois. Tell me the truth about the attacks and I might spare you.
How could you know? You're telling the truth, aren't you?
Uh-huh.
You want to hear the words then?
Say it.
I did it. The Terrormorph attacks on Tau Ceti. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinian. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
Because you're a lunatic. Who have you been working with, yeah?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
Yeah, this seems personal. What's your beef, dude?
You couldn't be more right. The attacks were a correction.
A correction.
When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinian spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Yeah, it should have been handed over and secured to keep it safe from ever being used. You shouldn't have just gone, I'll blow it. Could have saved those people.
It's easy to judge now, but the Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. In that moment, I wasn't about to add another dangerous variable to an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall. What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else. His decades on the run brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
You've used everybody. And to pretend that you care about Hadrian is ridiculous, because you don't. It's clear to see. And how did you coordinate all this from here, yeah?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
And why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday.
No chance.
A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
No, I think I know what's going to happen to you, dude. Yeah, you murdered UC citizens because of some slight against your honour. That's just... oh, bloody hell. And you've roped me in as your bloody clean-up crew.
Captain, please. You've benefited here as much as I have. Maybe more.
How?
It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
If you're waiting for me to say thank you, we're going to be here for a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terrormorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
You just want to get yourself out. That's all you want to do. Good God. You think I'm just going to forget the fact that you killed people to accomplish your own good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now?
I've killed a few.
There are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
Yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this talk because, in fact, you know what? I'm not going to tell him. I'm not going to give him the heads up. I'm just going to say, do you know what? I am not sure I'm going to tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
Can I just bust in? Can I not just bust in? Ah. absolute swine. I'm not going to give him the heads up on what I'm going to do. No chance. Right. Where is Hadrian? What? Oh, Lemon Pest, get out the road. Oh, are they in here? Aha. Lemon Pest, get in. Lemon Pest. That's the boy. There we are. Alright. Okay, here we go.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Aciles are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Okay.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough.
No, true.
I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
Vavictus confessed. He organised the attacks from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
Nope. He said he was trying to fix the damage done to the Sanon name. Make you and him heroes. Yeah.
It takes some deeply twisted logic to think anything did more harm to the Sanon name than him.
There you go.
Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Yep. What do you think the cabinet will do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
True, he deserves punishment. Screw him.
Exactly. Bring justice to everyone he's hurt. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all.
Yep.
Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terrormorphs.
Yeah, which method of dealing with the Terrormorphs are you two leaning towards?
Microbe is gonna make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
Okay.
The cabinet can secure the Lazarus plant, and then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid. You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0.
True.
So I guess we're still in discussion. Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
So, yeah. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Aciles?
Aciles aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly.
Okay.
But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the terrormorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter.
Yep.
But going with the Aciles, we're at least dealing with known risks.
Okay. And what do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about Vavictus' involvement in the attacks?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable.
Yep.
But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Nothing else on my end. Let's head in there, I suppose.
Then here we go.
Yep. Crimson Fleet? On Crix. Ah, Varun. Well, we know where the Varun are. Ah, interesting. Very interesting. Alright. Well, let's go and talk to the cabinet then, I suppose. Share our thoughts. Indeed. All right.
Welcome
Places?
back, all of you. I wish we were meeting under better circumstances. But according to Hadrian's report, and the second one I just received, it seems the Terrormorph attack on New Atlantis was no random occurrence, but a planned strike. Is
Yep.
what I'm reading here true?
Yes, but don't you worry. We found the culprit.
The second report claims to know the perpetrator as well. Did Reginald Orlays actually commit these attacks, Captain?
No.
Orlays.
That report isn't the whole truth. Olays helped, but Victus organised the attacks.
It's true, ma'am. I heard the recording myself. My father figured out how to use terrormorphs as weapons.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin.
Yeah, huh?
Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was going to end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now, that's quite the accusation you're leveling, considering Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Well, there you go.
It just transformed. A Terrormorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
Yep.
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
There you go.
He knew they could do this, and said nothing.
Exactly.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
Officer, please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
All right.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
Well, what's going to happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide.
All right.
But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
No, it's not good, is it? Whatever the cabinet thinks is the right course of action.
It's well past due.
Okay.
Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the 3 of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinian. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Indeed. Huh. It should be, yeah, it should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
Yeah. It's hard for anyone to commit new attacks with the plant if we erase any trace of it, you know.
And once Victus has been dealt with, this problem can end here.
True.
And allow us to focus on the grander task to come. Very well. We'll clean up the plant.
Good.
Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terrormorph and now also heat leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the captain has yet to weigh in.
I see. Captain, I know this may not be your area of expertise, but we'd like to know your take on the matter.
Terrormorphs have caused enough damage. They need to be wiped out quickly with the microbe.
Glad to see someone's not afraid of a little applied genetics. The science division is in full agreement.
And Major Sanon? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the captain's judgment.
Oh, thanks.
Then the matter is settled. We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
Bam.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Penthouse? Penthouse? We get a penthouse? Yeah, thanks.
You all have earned it.
Good.
Now, there's much to be done.
True, very true.
Major Sanon, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts, spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly.
Yep.
He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, you have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Woo. Baby. 22,000 creds. And there you have it. Bam. Brilliant. Hey, well. Suppose we'll go and speak to Tuala. And, yeah. See what he can tell us. Oh,
I've heard you've
night
been
has
making
fallen.
the settled system safer. It's not much, but take this.
Oh, thanks. That's jolly decent of you. Tuala, hello, mate.
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. It's an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself.
Oh, I know.
I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount.
Good stuff.
And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
Woo! 12,000 creds. Do you know what? Thanks.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space. Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up Terrormorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon. Any of those missions call to you?
Yeah, I'll help Percival, that's
Sure.
fine.
You'll have all the specifics. If you find yourself looking for more work, you know where to find me.
Uh-huh. Out of curiosity, sheer curiosity, can we go down to Subsection 7? Oh, we can. I want to know. I want to know.
You should head back upstairs. The Admiral's no longer in residence.
Well, I'm going to have a little sniff around anyway, mate. Hope you don't mind. Lemon Pest is coming with. Come on, Lemon Pest! No longer in residence, eh? I wonder. Can we get in here now? We can. Hey! Let's have a look at what this idiot's been up to. Huh. Not a whole lot, by the looks of it. Oh. Oh, I thought it was a tab. Ishmael Kasma? What? For delivery to Agent Neruda. Kasma Binti Ishmael. Last known location, Neon. Cold Heart, Kashma the Killer, Kasmic. Okay. Ishmael should be considered armed and dangerous. Apprehension will be unlikely. Ensure collection of all personal slates and terminal data. Metadata encrypted. Unauthorized access will be considered a violation of United Colonies law. Ooh. Interesting, 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 interesting. Turkey. Oh, just trashing the joint. Don't mind me. Huh. Wonder if we can do anything with that slate. That'd be kind of interesting, wouldn't it? What's in here? Bathroom. Huh. Strange spot. What about up here? Has it got any more slates? Secrets? Huh. Kitchen. So he was well looked after. Bloody hell. Look at this. Whole kitchen. Nice bit of grub. Blimey. Little UC mugs. Love it. Could even put his blinds across when he didn't want to be looked in upon. Not very clean and tidy though. Leaving the bed sheets everywhere. Look at this mess. Straighten that up. The future of the UC. If you're reading this, loyal UC cog, it means the Cabinet has finally found the guts to do away with me. Good for them. While I've been in no hurry to return to the dust from whence I came, I consider myself almost lucky. After all, it is the first indication the group has any spine at all. Oops. I sincerely hope this is a sign of things to come. Otherwise, you and the whole UC are doomed. Simply look at the world around you. House Varun shutting down their embassy and retreating for unknown reasons. Back to their nest. The Freestar Collective in their most powerful position since their founding. Conflict brewing, little cog. And do you trust this Cabinet to get you through it? They couldn't even defend their own spaceport from heat leeches. What will they do when House Varun returns in full force? Talk? Hard to do when you're intentionally shuttered your own embassy. Do you believe when they come back it will be in any form other than as bloody crusaders? Okay, there we are. And look at the Freestar Collective. The UC's capitulation during the war, their inability to make the hard but necessary choices, has put the Collective in a position of supremacy for the first time in human history. They are like a tumour that, rather than being excised, has been being permitted to grow larger every day. Now perhaps the UC will use their newly discovered spine and actually do something to stymie this more powerful Collective before it's too late to stop them. But I doubt it. No, dear Cog, this cabinet will no doubt revert to their old ways, scared, acquiescent, unwilling to make hard choices. But by then, I'll be gone, and you will have to deal with the consequences. So then, which of us is the lucky one? Well, he truly was. The item beginning with D and the very bag it came in. Oh, well, there you have it. There you have it. He's been dealt with. Okay, maybe not in there. Yeah. And that is, I believe, the can we now go? No, come on.
Keep it moving.
Excuse me. Don't be so bloody rude.
Problem?
Yes, with you and your face. Can't get in there. Oh, that's annoying. That's really annoying. That we can't actually get any kind of means to get in there. That would have been nice, wouldn't it? Never mind. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's not what we're here for, I suppose. I wonder if you go into the one above it, you could... No, probably not. Probably not. Huh. Never mind. Ooh. Alright, well, I'm glad we came down. Reddy's final words, the old goat.
Informed us of your new status. Congratulations on making Class 1.
Well, thank you very much. Right, let's go to the realty office, I think, and claim our prize, Lemon Pest. Why not? Now I wonder. I do wonder. If... Okay. If we get options. Hello!
Well, well. If it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen.
Yep.
You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis.
In
fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion.
What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
That's fine. Yeah, go on.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city. Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district.
Bam.
You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Yeah. Huh. I don't know. It'd be kind of nice, I think, wouldn't it? Although I think the view from the top of Mast is probably the best one. Bloody... Yeah, alright. So let's have a look. Okay. And here we are. My God. Penthouse, Lemon Pest. Very nice indeed. Very nice. Look at this. We never lived here in our last universe. No, we did not. Kind of nice. Nothing in the fridge. No beer. No beer. Sad but true facts, indeed. You know. Yes, it was a nice spot, this, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look at this view, seeing as it's supposed to be very good. Yeah. Not bad at all. What's that? Biochemical depot. Huh. Ooh. Something else. Well. There you have it. There you have it. The UC and their quest line is officially complete. Marvellous. Indeed, very marvellous. And that does bring us to the end of Starfield. Just for now, though. We will be returning to Starfield at a later date. That much I can assure you, because I love playing Starfield. I think it's brilliant. But we are going to be taking a short break from it to add another playthrough to the channel of a different game. If you have any suggestions, leave it in the comments below. I do have a couple of ideas of things that I want to play, but I'm open to it. So, until next time, be safe, be good, and look after you.